Recovery 101. Yeah, that's what we're here for. I know, right? Okay. Recovery 101. And today we're going to talk about how to deal with big changes. Big changes. A lot of times we go through those, good or bad. Thank you, Robin. Change is. Anybody have a problem with change? I know people that don't. Tell me about it.
I did before until I put it in perspective and I realized that an ending to something is a beginning to something else.
Ooh.
If I close it, it doesn't mean that it's not going to be. I have to know and hope that something better is on the other side, even if it's a pain, even change of pain. Even when you go from middle school to high school, you don't know what the next chapter is going to be. It's just another chapter, another opportunity to do things differently.
The beginning of something new. I really like that. Change is the beginning of something new. Go ahead.
He said hope.
Oh, and hope. The hope of goodness. Yes, ma'am.
I like change because it gives me a better opportunity. Even though I might be frightened, that frightened is going to make me bigger and better so I can step out on faith and have a new sense of life.
Nice. I love that you love change. I have a problem with change, but you look forward to change because of the new. Something different, something better, something hopeful. Who we got? Hey, Todd, good morning.
I get new tools now. I get new opportunities to experience the things. Now I have another wealth of knowledge. Now I go walking into another space that if I'm comfortable, then I'm not growing.
I love it.
I'm always safe. I'm always comfortable. When you get uncomfortable, that's when you start to grow.
I love it because we're talking about how we can benefit from change. I was coming in it as, change. And y'all were like, change is good. Robin, you had something?
I'm back with you. I know that for years, for me, I knew I needed to change and I wanted to change, but I couldn't change. I was stuck in fear of the unknown. And that's why I love it when he said hope. And so finally, the old way just quit working for me completely.
Yeah.
And I was forced. I didn't want to change. I was forced to change. But
Yes.
once I jumped into change with support of the people that are right for me, and can help me walk down that path, then I was ready. But they couldn't change. You can't change by someone said, be a good girl. You don't change that way. You have to slowly have somebody supportive or your own mind. I want to be a good girl. Now tell me the steps. To facilitate the change. And I think change is, you did the thing on impermanence, didn't you? Was that Jane? Everything is impermanent. And so to change is always happening all the time.
Yes.
If we are aware of it. But for change to happen, I better make sure I'm in the right environment because I don't want to change back to what I was.
Yes.
I want to continue changing, moving towards a goal of hope.
I love that growth. The change of growth. Getting is change. Is change.
And for me,
Hold on.
There's a negative thing about change, and there's a positive thing about change.
Mm-hmm.
Negative thing about change is, they don't do it that way no more, right?
Yeah.
And so it done changed where when you was getting support and help and everything, no, you don't get it that way no more.
Yeah.
You have to change that. Or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you struggling with challenges and everything, and someone like direct you where it's possible for these changes to work for you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I'm in a situation, the system has changed, right? And I had to find another way to do the same thing and get better results out of it.
Okay.
So yeah, but change is a good and a bad thing. It ain't always going to be the same way.
Yeah.
It is some help out there to help you get somewhere you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things are different. People are different. That's what I got to remember. That's what I got to accept. It's not the way it used to be. That pisses me off. I get set in a way of doing things, in people to go through. And when that shifts and that changes, I'm going to tell you, it rocks my world. I ain't liking it. Hey, David and Eric in the house. All right. Yes, Porter.
In the world that we're in now, I think people don't want to change. Like they say, I want the good old days. But you have to realize that think time evolves with the trust the process that
Mm.
maybe we didn't know things that we know now. Maybe we have more information now. Maybe what you thought was good was actually not good. Maybe sometimes things that are harmful to us, we don't want to
Yeah.
change them because we're comfortable. We're used to it. We're used to how the world is right now. But if we look at how the world is right now, we need to change. Change our mind state, change our conversation, change how we treat each other. It has to change. Because if we don't change, nothing's going to change.
I appreciate that. If we don't change, the world doesn't change.
And I think also too, the way you treat people, like I wouldn't come at you as a very negative person.
Mhm.
If you would say something bad, it would not affect me. What you say is only gonna make me stronger, because I learned to not carry bitterness and anger in my heart. But I always think if change can be elevated too.
Ooh,
It can elevate you, make do better decisions, make better choices, and better living situations. Open-mindedness and being changed. If you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna get complacent, comfortable. But if you're open-minded, try something new.
open-mindedness and elevation. Doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results. The definition, Einstein's definition of insanity. When I change, when I shift, I can, I'm not necessarily going to, but I can elevate.
You're able to walk into different spaces because you're able to be flexible, not to be so judgmental. It has to be this way. I'm able to walk into a space here and just be, and actually just be present and just be, accept whatever it is. And I don't have to change how this structure is. I can say, listen, don't change them, change me. Change how I see this. This is what I need. This is the resource that I need. So I don't need to change what other. I can't change the outside world. It's easier to change myself.
You can't change the outside world. It's easier to change ourselves. Absolutely.
When change, I wanna be innovative.
Yes. I want to be the one. I want to be the one that grows. I want to be the one that grows in hope. I want to be the one that grows in opportunities. Change can be so good, but it can be scary. I get scared to change. I don't know what's going to happen. And that scares me. When I get scared, I get pissed. Yes, Robin.
I'm a fear that I also experience, but I also sometimes can experience pain and change. And of course, you want what's on the other side, so you have to walk through it somehow, walk through the pain.
Yeah.
And glorious on the other side for a while, right?
Yeah. Greener and I want to get to that green grass, and I'm just hoping it's not over the septic tank, so I'm hoping that's not why it's green. But I do want to change. I want to get better. I want to be better and better and better and better. I want to be kinder. I want to be more loving. I want to be accepting of that change and accepting of that grace that can come with change. Yes, sir.
Growing older, like that's a change. Like
Mhm.
I welcome it now. I'm like, oh, I'm getting older. I used to, I'm not where I need to be. I'm not sure where I should be. I'm exactly where I need to be. My journey is, like you said, it's not linear. I had to learn some things. I had to regress to relearn some things because I didn't pick up the first time. So it's not a race. It's a journey, and I just have to trust it and trust the process. That it's here to teach me about myself. And the hard times is when I do learn, and when I do learn to change things, and change myself, and it makes me a better person.
I love that
I
marathon.
can walk into any space. I can't change them, but I can change my mindset.
Shift. We can shift.
There's something that I should be fearful of. I want to run towards things that scare me.
The first thing that we've got, you want to run towards the things that scare you. Damn. What it says. Yes, sir.
I had to focus on my attitude because, I got that illness, that diagnosis of bipolarness. So sometimes I'm manic as a mother.
Yeah.
And it ain't no patience in that. You don't have the patience of the time to listen to the person that's talking to you because, you want the instant gratification of what you're asking for.
Yeah.
So I don't change start taking my medicine a little bit more when I'm getting ready to, have these conversations with these people. And I know, they ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna get it in a second. The comprehension of what they're telling me.
Yeah.
But they go on this long, drawn out way of doing it. So my patience is like, I need to change. Stop being so impatient.
Yes.
Slow down, let them just get it on out. I mean, because believe me, if you interrupt, it's gonna take them all day, and they're gonna stop.
And it's like me when I get interrupted. I'm like, okay, well we're.
Yeah.
And sometimes we gotta wait for people.
Yeah.
I gotta wait for somebody to get in that position to help me.
Yeah.
And that's change is hard. Yes, sir.
Wait for somebody to get into one
To get into that position to help me.
to help you.
Mhm.
And I'm
Yes,
actually
sir.
going through this right now when people you evolve in your life and people around you have not judging it, but then I realize that's what happens in life. Not everyone can go with you.
Mhm.
Everyone can walk through the door with you. Maybe they're not ready, not judging them, but they're not in the process. Right? They're not in that. They can't come along with me.
Yeah.
Every leaf doesn't make it. There's some things have to fall away for me to go. I have to get rid of that baggage and say, I can't get with you because you're not where I need to be right now. And we can have a conversation right now because you're not wanting to change.
That cloak of drama that some people wear. Oh. We're supposed to change.
You hope you're not 8 years old and can't walk right now.
Yes.
You're still trying to learn how to walk.
We're supposed to grow. Yes, ma'am.
And I feel like this, see, I have bipolar too. And I always was told, don't be anxious for nothing.
Mm.
Because if you're anxious, that means you're in survival mode. Now you got a home, now you got somewhere to stay, lay your head, you got food and water. Why be in survival mode? Stop fighting. You ain't gonna fight anymore.
Yeah.
Relax.
Sometimes we do. We got to keep fighting for that change. Sometimes I just got to accept it. I have what this person is able to give me in this change. And I've got to accept that. First thing, and you all are so beyond this, think things through and ask what's the worst that can happen.
The consequences.
In the grand scheme of things,
Mhm.
what are the consequences? People like to do pro-con lists. I like a cost benefit. What is this decision going to cost me? What is this change going to cost me? How is it going to benefit
So I'm so used to getting impulsive, but it's not working for me anymore. It's getting me in trouble.
me? Yeah.
So I have to learn to think slow to speak, quick to listen, and think before anything.
Yeah.
And make better decisions.
Think. That's what they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
I never got that think, but
I used to be that person say, take it with the consequences. Just let them have. They gotta fire me, right? So you know what I'm saying? Hey, and the chase is on. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Now the consequences of things and everything, I look through the whole tape of that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Knowing that, just gonna have them search for me, gonna hunt me down if they don't catch me in the act, right? So yeah, so now, the consequences of things,
Yeah.
it gotta be thought. You gotta think it through.
I've always heard, and this kind of goes along with this, you work the step or the step works you. You
Yeah.
work the change or the change works you.
Yeah.
It's going to work you. If I don't accept it,
Drinking you.
it's going to work me
It's gonna take you out.
till I do accept it.
It's gonna take you out.
Sucks. Just freaking sucks.
Mhm.
But it is.
Yeah.
Change is. Yes,
I
Porter.
had to change my perspective of what success looks like because I had my mind set on what success looked like for me, but I have to realize success for me is just waking up in the morning because I realized this time last year it was hard for me. So I have to take the small things that I have and build myself up from there because I know what I've been through. Most people
Yeah.
do not. I know my journey. I know where I've been. I know where I'm going. It may not be where I want to be, but I'm getting everything in the moment, being present in every moment, getting everything. Because in the past, I was running and I was too busy looking toward the finish line rather than appreciating. I was taking the escalator rather than taking the steps. I was not appreciating every moment of the process that I was going through. Even in middle school and high school, I couldn't wait to get out of it. And I wanted to appreciate it so I can be present in the moment. You don't
Appreciate change. I don't know to be in that, I appreciate that, to be in that moment and not only to accept change for what it is, but to appreciate it for being there. Learn from it. Thank you, Porter. Learn from it. All right, Todd, David, and Eric, come on. Tell me something. Tell me something good. Tell me something good. Now. All right. All right. We're in the singing mood today. Cedric does a sing or a music class. We need to get that in. I'll show you how I rap. Ask yourself how. Go ahead, Darren.
What you just said about change. Because I'm trying to mull it over. You look forward to change, something like that?
We can
No.
appreciate change.
Yeah, maybe so.
I think so. We can appreciate change, accept change, or it's going to get us.
Right.
And what do I do with that? Right? If it's chasing me.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh, I'll be good." And I say, "How about I don't get caught?"
Yeah, that's right.
That part. But
Is a what behind the why people don't want to change, and sometimes you can't force people to change because maybe they're not ready yet. I can't force you to see the way I see. No,
Yeah.
you do it in your own time. Maybe I don't have to change you. I can change how I'm patient with you. And I don't have to force you to see how I see, and I don't have to agree with you. But we can agree to respect each other. Because my mother and my family doesn't agree with mental health. They changed their perspective because I said, listen, you may not agree with it, but it's beneficial to me. But I stopped trying to fight it. Listen, I don't have to have that conversation with you. How about I change who I have a conversation with? People that actually are involved in what I'm going through.
it says in some of the literature, cease fighting. Cease fighting.
You gotta look at it like this, what else steps out and say, I see a change in you. It means a whole lot because think about it, you taking the challenge
Yeah.
of and you know what? You stepping out there yourself, right? I mean, so it should be, when a person takes the challenge of changing, right? And then someone notice and everything,
Yeah.
you are helping that person feel like, okay, I'm doing something good for myself.
Yes.
And self-gratification is the best gratification. You feel good about yourself. Yeah.
One of the things in here is about our support. You talked about support those people around us. You talked about support those people that can lift us up. But helping someone, if I'm part of the change, how can I help someone deal with that, cope with that? If I'm part of the change or I'm observing them changing, how can I be supportive? How can I be helpful to them? Yes, ma'am.
Well, I know for me, like, people say you gotta change. If you don't change, but you can't force me to change.
Mm-mm.
You can bring me to the well, but you can't make me drink.
That's true.
I mean, if you're not ready, you're not ready.
Yeah.
But you have to realize you're also hurting your loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
But they can only help you. But sometimes when they help you, you might be enabling the person.
Yeah. The thing of it is, I need to be around those people that truly help me deal with fill in the blank, whatever that is.
What?
Fill in the blank, whatever the hell's going on.
They took the journey before you, right? So yeah, they better fill it in the blank.
The experience
Experience.
allows me to fill in the blank. Whatever I'm dealing, you know what? And this kind of bothered me a little bit, but when I went through things in my recovery that were so difficult, people came to me that had been through that same thing. The most difficult things in my life that I've experienced, there has always been someone that said, me too. Me too. And that is so powerful to say, I've been through that change. It is hell, but you get to the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or it is easy, just relax.
Right.
And you get to the other side of it. And like you said, the other side of the mountain is pretty.
Yeah.
It is pretty.
And you know what? And I used to, you know, somebody be giving me all these, you know, kumbaya stuff. And it would just piss me off because I'm still stuck where I'm at,
Yeah.
right? But you know what I'm saying? That you're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It used to piss me off. You know?
Yeah.
It just pissed me off. You know, like, oh.
To dismiss you like that.
Right.
Well, how do you know I'm going to be all
The
right?
thing is, the journey is coming to its end for
Yes.
me, right? So
Yes.
I'm just glad that, you know what I'm saying, someone heard me, you know what I'm saying, calling out for that help. And,
Yeah.
You know, and they kind of set me on a path and everything. I ain't quite there, but I'm
Yeah.
there right now in the moment of working on it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not just you know, just leaning back, waiting for, help to ride, right?
Yeah.
I'm proactive in the help that I'm getting, receiving, you know what I'm saying, and getting responses. You know, it's wonderful.
I know one thing that gets me through is positive self-talk.
Okay.
And that, I mean, I
Thank
love
you.
it. Like I learned how to use coping skills. Coping skills is a big part with me. I mean, boundaries, setting boundaries, and doing that what I have to do, like, to help myself recover.
Take action. Faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
And I hate to quote the Bible, but I don't even know if that's in the Bible.
It is.
But is it? Well, hey, I tell you what, the big book. It also says in the big book, action, action, and more action.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Right.
like watching like for me, it's like a channel on TV. If you don't change it, you can continue to get what you get. You have to change the channel. Like you have to change the tide. It's up to me. Take responsibility. I have the power. I can be the passenger in my own life, or I can be in the driver's seat. I can't allow to do something for me that I know I can do my own. And I always applaud people for changing. I see the change in what people that are around me, they see it in me, and I can't see it. They see me from the outside looking in. When I saw Toya, I see people growing and evolving, like you're changing, and it inspires some people. Like, I see you changing, the people that are around you and supportive, they don't inspire them to do the same.
I want to inspire people. Yes, I want to be able to be the one that accepts that change in that
You
moment.
know, in the same token, you can be happy with your lifestyle
Okay.
and not feel like you need change.
Yeah. Yes. I'm good. I got enough character. Quit messing with me. You know, change builds character. I don't want it.
Say that again.
I'm doing pretty good here.
Yeah, I know.
Let's just keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in that instance, Sharon, would you say the change is still gonna come? Whether you
Oh,
want it or not?
yeah. Well, you're like it or not, it's coming.
Uh-huh.
That's
I
why-
hear that
that's
train
why-
a coming.
That's why you prepare yourself for these things that come, or these things that you perceive that might come, right? So you being, it's like my father would tell me, you better keep a couple of bucks in the bank, because you don't know when you're not gonna need that money, you know? Something's gonna come and you ain't gonna want it, but you got something in the bank. You
Yeah.
know?
How much can I control is the
You gotta
next
have so much
question.
in the bank.
Oh, yeah.
Control. I can, there are things I can control. I can have a plan.
Right.
You know me, I love a
I
plan.
love playing too.
Get a plan, A, B, C, and D. You got to have all these in case shit happens on A, B, and C. I want D and E. So, were you going to say something, Robin?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
I'm listening.
Even in good change,
Yeah.
it's coming. Change is coming, whether we like it or not.
Right,
And
right.
that's okay because we have no control over it. In the grant, shit happens
Shit happens.
all the time, every day.
Avoid the sky type shit.
I know.
That's surrendering and accepting change. Just accepting that you can resist it all you want to. Like in the pandemic, you can wait for it to be on for the pandemic to be over. Why don't you just appreciate the moment and the time until you wait instead of waiting? Oh, I'll be happy when this happens. No, I'll be happy right now. I have to find my happiness right now. It can't be outside of me. I can control when I'm happy. It can happen. Oh, when I get a relationship, when I get this. No, I can find it. I have to be able to find it in my lowest place or wherever I'm in my place in my life. And I can find it now. I can find it anywhere.
That control. I need to understand that I do have some power in
That's
this.
what the truth is. We can't control it. We don't have control.
But we do have certain power. Yes, Robin.
in you saying that you just be aware the change is going to happen, maybe some change is acting, praying to be a better person.
Mhm.
Praying for people that you never prayed for before.
Yes.
What else do we do? Going to different places where you can be of help, maybe. So, because I'm scared to death of big change.
Yeah.
And I've got to make some change with my brother and stuff, and that's scaring the shit out of me. I haven't talked to my sponsor yet. But the change that it may evoke, it could be very bad, it could be very good.
Yeah.
But I gotta do it. But I don't want to have any big change here, and I like my apartment, I like my life. But as long as I'm changing, I guess, spiritually, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm. Growing these opportunities I have with this shift in my world. Which I think change is a shift in my world.
Yeah, it is.
And when I'm able to accept that, shit is going to happen. Change is going to come, and that's the sucky part of life. Whether I want it or not, that's just coming. How I perceive it, how I accept it, how I embrace it, perceive it, absolutely. These are things.
You know, I used to love this restaurant called Chicken Little. That's the highest call, right? Yeah, so he runs and everything. He tells the time that the sky is falling. The only thing that happened was it was an acorn that fell on his head, right? So it was, we can't get excited with little things.
Yeah.
And blow it all out of proportion.
Oh, mountains and molehills.
Right. Can't blow it out of proportion.
Man, I can do that. I can do that so much. It says accept and reframe. What am I doing with this information? Am I making a mountain out of this molehill? Can I accept this more easily than I'm thinking I can? Now I got to deal with this person. A lot of times in service, when we receive services, people change a lot. Staff changes, people quit, people get pregnant, people go on, people do that thing they do, and that changes. And that's hard for me when I'm used to dealing with somebody. And all of a sudden I have somebody new. And then I got to start all over again. Damn. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. And yeah.
We always have to reintroduce ourselves and other people. Because if you're going to change, I'm not going to be the same person I was this year. Hopefully, I'm not going to be the same person today that I am tomorrow. Hopefully, I do change. I don't want to be the same person. I want to grow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to change in a way that's positive. Right. I want to embrace that change in a way that's positive.
You say it ain't that deep.
Always. We talked about take action, celebrate the positives. Celebrate. There's positive in everything. I hate to preach gratitude, but it works. It works. If you ever go to a meeting and people don't know what to talk about, and they go, "Okay, we're going to talk about gratitude," and everybody goes, right? But as we go through it, it makes such a difference. If I can see something positive or the potential, that's what it is, the potential for something positive, because I don't know and I can't. But if I can understand that there may be something good in this, I'm more likely to allow it to be.
What is supposed to be teaching me? Because everything I go through is not happening. My life is not happening to me; it's happening for me. So this thing that I'm going and experiencing right now is happening for a reason. Having life is happening. Sometimes God is my higher power. Says you need these things, and I put this happening because sometimes when you're resistant to change, you realize I am not where I want to be. I'm not. That's I'm the problem. But sometimes I have to keep going through it again until I realize you know what? It takes over and over again. Listen, I need to grow. I need to evolve. Because that fear, it will keep you stuck. It will keep you stagnant. I don't want to be stuck. I want to be growing and evolve. I want to be the example of what change is.
Stuck.
One thing I learned.
We said stuck a lot today. Yes, ma'am.
One thing I learned about fear. False evidence appearing real. If you think you're going to have fear, you're going to have fear. But that fear can be a positive thing too. It can help you grow. So if you got your mind made up, it's like addiction. You have fear to have money. When you think you're gonna go get high, you're not. But you know you got the things that you need.
Yeah.
Food, toiletries, hygiene, phone bill, pay bill. It's all mind over matter. Your mind's gotta be made up. You're stuck on fear, of course you're gonna fall. Because you set yourself up.
Yeah. I've always heard fear is F everything and run or face everything and recover.
Yeah.
You know, that's two opposites. Wow. Yes.
So,
And that's stuck. Fear of F everything and run. I've run so much in my life from change.
when are you gonna stop running?
I gotta stop running because it ain't working.
It's not-
Shit keeps catching up with me.
Yeah.
There's no reason why I'm experiencing exactly what she experienced in my age, in her age. And we're going through the same thing in the world that she had to experience because we did not change and we didn't learn the lesson what it was supposed to be teaching us. That we're all one. We all do the same thing. We're all human beings. There's no race. We're all part of the human race.
Yeah.
And what you feel, I feel, we can all, like we're sitting in this room now, we're not all the same background, but we all can learn from each other.
That's it. I want to learn today. I want to learn from this change.
I started doing this. Yeah, I'm running, but I'm not trying to catch up with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm running because I'm not trying to catch up with that, you know, because I can remember, you know, and running and trying to catch up with, you know, this person, that, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, today now I can be running, but I'm not catching up with nothing.
You know what I think about running after this stuff? And this is just how my mind works. Work with me, okay? Run till you're bent down. And I'm going in a circle. And I'm running and I'm running and I'm running. And I catch up with my ass. And my head goes in my ass. Because I'm chasing my tail. And I eventually catch it.
Yeah.
That's just how y'all just stick with me, honey. I love y'all so much.
And when the body hurts, ouch.
Yeah.
It's the hamster in the wheel.
It is a hamster in the wheel.
Go on. Like Energizer Bunny.
See, that's a nice way to put it. Instead, your head up your ass. But yeah. Oh, okay. Seek support, it says. We talked about that before. Find your people. Find your people. That's it. Your tribe, your entourage, your wolf pack.
And it's scary. I can remember when I didn't have an entourage, but it's scary to have to tell your entourage as much as you love who you are. You
Yeah.
know, because that's the only way they can help you, is if they know who you are, what your fears are, and all of that. And that's a scary thing. But once you do it, it's like, ooh, that feels so good.
Because they know me now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the key. I think I've got in this change. I want to be able to express myself, but I want to be able to be known too.
But you say you ain't got to tell nobody you changing. They can look and see you changing. You ain't got to announce it. They can look at the way you act, the way you talk, how you carry.
And we're the last ones to know that we're changing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, and that's funny because people will come up to you and go, man, I've seen the change in you. And it's so powerful and I love it so much. And I'm standing there going, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It feels the same, right? I get to the other side of this change and sometimes it feels the same.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Because a lot of people, I be with you like, how you identify that person? I'm like, but they cool, you know?
Yeah.
But, I don't even know how they identify me, you know what I'm saying? But I can identify that they are cool, right?
Yeah.
Right. But see, that's the thing. You don't know who's watching or who wants to be watching.
Wow.
So, yeah. So you got to present yourself in a manner that's not, threatening or, cautious, be cautious,
Yeah.
something like that.
I'm groaning in recovery. There are expectations on me.
Yeah.
People watch us now. People see us now. And people can want to have what we have. Before I got sober, I moved in about 6 months before I got sober. I moved in with this lady I worked with. And we used to party hard, man. We used to have a good time back in the day, just tearing it up. He screwed up and got sober. And I was so pissed. But I moved in with her anyway, even though she was sober. And I said, listen, I'll clean up. I'll pay my rent on time. You don't talk that AA shit to me. Those were the rules as far as I was concerned. And she didn't. She didn't say one thing about a meeting. She didn't leave literature around the house like we do sometimes. Oh, the big book is in the bathroom. Let's flip through it. I ain't doing that. So when I crashed and burned, I knew where to go because she was happy.
Wow.
I want to be the one that's happy today, even though things are changing. I want to be the one that stands up and says, okay, this change is difficult, but we can get through this. We're a team. We're a tribe. We're a family. And family sticks together. And family gets through. Right? Family gets through. Let's see, it's about that time. It's about that time. No. I know already. All right. 2 things. 3 things. Embrace change. Okay. Second thing. Share this. Share this. Somebody you know may be going through change, and maybe this will help. Someone you know may just need a laugh. Someone you know might just need to see this. Share it. We never know who we're touching, who we're helping. Change words. Yes. Our warm line is awesome. It's a 24/7, 365 call away from somebody that knows how to hear, that can hear you, that can see you. Let us help. Call our warm line any time of the day, 833-390-7728. That's 833-390-7728. I appreciate y'all. I'm glad you're out there. Hey, Todd, David, and Eric, thanks for being out there for us. We appreciate the support you give us. Thanks to the crew. As always, my group, yes, let's give ourselves a hand. Keep peace, share love, and have a great